everyone, my name is Kate Randall and I am the owner and creator of Kate&Barrel Designs, and today I wanted to show you really quick how to utilize General Finishes glaze effect on some painted pieces of furniture. So this is actually 4 drawers that I have here that is from a set of nightstands and tables that I'm doing for a customer. And I've already painted them. They already have a base coat, and actually Dixie Belle Slick Stick is what I used on them because they were of higher sheen, so I wanted to make sure my paint adhered really, really well. So I went ahead and applied a coat of the Slick Stick, and then I applied 2 coats of Wise Owl's Peppercorn. So this is Wise Owl's paint, chalk synthesis paint in peppercorn, which is a really, really gorgeous gray. And then what I've done is I've actually sealed them already with 1 coat of General Finishes High Performance Flat. Okay, so that's kind of as far as I've gone with these. So my next step is to go ahead and get some pitch black. My cans are really, really mess, but this is the pitch black General Finishes pitch black glaze effects. So I love using General Finishes. Wise Owl does also have a glaze, and I have used it. I just don't have their particular black glaze. They do have one. I just don't have it in stock right now, and I have the General Finishes, so that's what I'm going to be utilizing. So I have my stir stick, I have a sponge applicator, and then I also utilize baby wipes for this technique as well, so it works really, really well. One thing I need to grab really quick, so excuse me, is I just want to grab a cloth just so I can do some wipe off as well. You can use a shop towel, lint-free cotton kind of cloth will work just fine for this. So that's kind of what I want to be able to utilize. That's actually clean. It looks dirty, but it's clean. So basically, and of course, I'm going to use my stir stick. I'm going to use the other side of the stir stick because I already used it on one side. And I'm just going to stir together just so I make sure that it's nice and mixed up, my pitch black glaze, which is sitting right here next to me. And then I'm just going to add some to my applicator pad. And since this is all mixed, I can kind of just set this off to the side for now. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and apply a decent coat, basically just cover, right, the entire front of this. I know it looks really scary. Okay. Now glaze, you do have to work pretty quick. You can utilize General Finishes extender, kind of pour it onto a plate and add the extender, which is totally fine. I just haven't chosen to do that on this one. The baby wipes help quite a bit to be able to do the wipe off. So basically you put it in, you put it on, and then you go ahead and you wipe off, okay? So I'm wiping off obviously with the cloth on this first kind of pass of this. And I want to take more off than just what I have here. So I'm going to go ahead and do another pass. And this is when your baby wipes are going to come into hand. Because again, it's still darker than I want it to be. So I'm just going to take my baby wipe, kind of fold it up, and do another light pass, and see how much more comes off when you use the baby wipe. So it kind of like re-wets it for you, which is really nice, and still allows you to get that glaze that's on there. So it's still giving me a glaze effect, it's just a lighter glaze effect, so I'm not going so heavy with it, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead, gives it kind of nice depth and dimension. There you go, okay? So here is 1 drawer with the glaze effects on it. If you guys can see that. It gives that a really nice kind of shading and accent and all that good stuff to it. So I'm gonna put that aside. I'm gonna grab my next drawer, and we're gonna do the same thing. So I'm gonna go ahead, just apply it really heavy actually gonna go ahead and just use my baby wipe right away. I try not to go over the same spot of the baby wipe. There you go. And then what I can do is wipe off more. I don't always recommend doing the back and forth, but sometimes for shading purposes and kind of pulling off and putting back on, you can use it. Gives it that really nice shading effect. Pull some more off of this. Notice how I put some back on? So you can go ahead and just kind of rub that in a little bit and pull it off. Glazing can be a little daunting. I get that. It can be scary sometimes. Some people like to do like really heavy glaze and not pull a lot off, but for my customer on this one, we're gonna pull more off than we would leave on. Maybe if this was not for a customer. So remember, this is a custom, so it's based on kind of what my customer wants and the look and feel that we're going for her. And it's the cutest little set. Glazing does take more steps than your typical waxing as well, kind of in my opinion. You get a fresh baby wipe. It gives it a different feel though, kind of like almost like a cleaner feel when you're pulling across. See that? So I'm actually gonna go kind of a little heavier in here. And I do wear gloves when I do this. Obviously, if I wasn't wearing gloves, my hands would probably be pitch black by now. There you go. So again, it's really subtle, but it's there and it's giving that really, really cool accent. So one more drawer to go. Of course, then I will get started on the base of it. Just kind of want to show you guys how this is done. And again, there is a top coat on here, so this is not going directly on the paint. There's a top coat. The glaze acts as a sealer, and then I'll put another sealer once the glaze is dry. I give it usually up to 2 to 3 hours, but really like sometimes 24 as a just in case, because you never know. And then there'll be another coat that goes on over to kind of help seal it up even more. So I'm probably gonna need to grab another wipe, but I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of do this with the dry really quick. And then I'm going to go ahead, do one more wipe out. There you go. The dry, basically, you know, you go over it and you're basically drying off from where the wipe was as well. There you go. There we go. So there you have it. There's the last drawer. And it gives it this really cool kind of wavy effect and adds some more depth to the coloring, and it's really fun. So that is how you utilize General Finishes Glaze. It's pretty much any glaze that you would utilize. Kind of gives the same, is this same way of applying. I can talk. So same way of applying the glaze. So you can kind of see now what each one looks like. Super fun, kind of gives it a little bit more depth and dimension. So I really enjoy using their glaze. Wise Owl has some really fun shimmery glazes as well that you should check out. And yeah, it's just another way to kind of accent your piece. I hope you enjoyed. Again, my name's Kate, and I am the owner and creator of Kate and Barrel Designs in Tucson, Arizona. Until next time, bye guys.